The dam was conceived by a group of manufacturers downriver who wanted more reliable water power, and probably the most influential, without a doubt, of all of them was Lieutenant Governor Hayden, Lieutenant Governor of Massachusetts. In 1865, when the corporation was formed, the Williamsburg Reservoir Company, and plans to build took a year, and the dam was built very soon after that, and endured for 9 years. Somebody asked how large the reservoir was. Well, 100 acres, but not many people recognize what 100 acres is. It was about 3/4 of a mile long, maybe just a little more than 3/4 of a mile long. It was roughly egg-shaped, kind of an oval, quite a flat area, a natural place for a reservoir. They knew what they were doing when they found here a place to impound that much power. It was only said that they let it all go to once. This area catches, the catchment or the shed for this area is about 3 miles, 3 square miles, up into the Conway State Forest, and it kind of varies. I've traced it on a topographical map, and 12 inches of rain would have filled this reservoir if all the water came into the reservoir. Of course, some would soak into the ground normally. But the snows that we had that winter, there was no problem having plenty of water going over the top of the dam. Engineers were few. As consulted, the contractors were really not knowledgeable about the type of structure they were building. It was called for the dam to be settled on undisturbed earth or bedrock. The coroner's inquest revealed that some of the dam was on loam, even with roots in it. This is the granite core of the dam. Well, it's supposed to be a solid shaft of granite. We see some erratics in there. It's not all granite. In fact, a lot of it's pegmatite, which is a good solid igneous rock, which was quarried quite near here. Judging from the drill holes in it, they were using a steam engine operated drill of some sort to bore into a pegmatite quarry, which I believe, I haven't seen it, but I've been told it can be seen just a few hundred yards below us here. And of course, in those days, their transportation for rock was ox carts and stone boats, and they wouldn't have wanted to take it any further than they had to, nor would their oxen have wanted to. As they built the dam, they developed a road on the top so that they could bring material out on the dam as they added to it. It was supposed to have been maybe 6 at the center of the stream, 6 feet thick at the base, tapering down to 2 feet thick at the top, and then with earth filled against it at a greater slope on the upstream side and a lesser slope on the downstream side. But a lot of earth was carted in here. The dam is about 500 feet from end to end as it crosses the valley, was about 40 feet high at the center, with a 16-foot breadth across the top so that you could drive right across it. There was a turnaround on the other side. Down in here, you can see some stonework that goes back up through. There was a pipe, the 16-inch pipe that was laid through the center of the dam, occupied or passed through that stonework. There was a gate on the downstream side so that the pipe could be opened to let water downstream when it was needed for added power. But In any case, the 16-inch pipe they had would have let a lot of power downstream to the mills that relied on water power for the industries. What we're looking at here, which is pretty well grown up now, but this was all open land. This right here is the spillway. When the dam was full and water went over the top, it came down this spillway. From where Roger's standing over to that hole, there was a catwalk. The catwalk led to Cheney's cottage, the gatehouse. Photographs taken at the time altogether support that this, in fact, was where Cheney lived with his wife, children. They later had 9 children, but I think only 6 were living at the time of the disaster. The house burned some years after the disaster.
So in other words, there had never been any small leaks or
Oh yeah,
there were
from the beginning.
from the beginning.
And they said, oh, they're probably springs that were located there, and the water was running clear, so they thought, well, the water's running clear, it's not eroding away, and yes.